Homemade soups. How do I make soups for diabetics? For millions of people, canned soup just doesn't cut it. This is especially true for those that are looking at sticking to a diet that is well enough for diabetics. When you or someone you know has this disease, eating the variety of foods will be difficult, especially when they are loaded with sugars and salt. Finding a good mix and balance of food can be rough, but it's not an impossible task. In fact, you will find that there are a variety of different things that you can do, including learn how to make diabetic soups to make sure that all is well with nutritional content. The following steps will help you deliver on the promise of great flavor, without worry. Ditch the bouillon cube. The first thing that people reach for when they are making the soup base is bouillon cube. This is not a good thing to go with, as it can be full of salt, and even MSG. It's far better to seek out a different solution, including no-sodium chicken or vegetable stock to utilize in your soup creations. You'll want to ensure that it's 100% organic as well, and look carefully at the ingredients for any added sugars or anything that could cause the caloric intake to rise exponentially. You'll want to stick to this starting point, unless you're going to use a great deal of water and season soups on your own, without the help of salt that is in the stock. Vegetables fill out soup. When you're creating soup, especially for those that have diabetes, make sure that you look into adding many vegetables. Vegetables, legumes, and more can add filler to any meal and without added sugars. You'll have to be careful to select your mix carefully because not all of the items in your grocery store's produce department will taste good together. Seeking out solutions that will taste good is tough, but it's not impossible. Finding a balance is all about what you want the end result to taste like, and what flavor profiles you want to add. Lean meats, no fat. Look into adding meats that are lean, and have no fat. If you're going to use chicken, for example, avoid adding the skin and try to utilize breast meat. It's important to not add too much meat that has a high cholesterol or fat content. That could mean that you need to add only leaner cuts, and perhaps skip out on meats together. Be selective with the type of meat you're going to utilize if you are going to make soups in this category. When in doubt, look for filling options like chili, stews, and even purees that can be very filling in the end. The process of learning how to make soup for diabetics is not difficult, as much as it is time-consuming. You'll want to avoid canned solutions, or anything that has too much reliance on salt, sugar, and other elements that will not be good for the body. Nutrition matters greatly here, so keep a lookout for labels and different additions that you're going to put. Homemade soups. How do I make soups for diabetics? For millions of people, canned soup just doesn't cut it. This is especially true for those that are looking at sticking to a diet that is well enough for diabetics. When you or someone you know has